Hello, everybody. Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, session 13.
Oh no.
Unlucky number
Unlucky,
13.
Very
You're
unlucky.
nice,
All right,
right?
I'll just go ahead and look and make a new character right now.
Be ready. So we are in the throes of combat. Last session, we started a pretty large combat session. But it started actually with some letters from Temple's Landing, from the officials there, and from Selthor's little notes. So everyone read their little letters, or most people did. And then the combat began. Lots of dead villagers. The town is burning. 2 fire giants, 16, 19 foot tall fire giants, marched into town with a group of orcs on axe beaks and orogs and these little fire minion things. And we got into combat. It was back and forth. I think it seemed relatively handled, but Rokas took maybe like 100 damage, raging, luckily. But he did get knocked unconscious at the end, towards the end of the session. We're going to pick up where we left off. I will say I want to give Rokas an inspiration for tanking so hard and those huge AoE blind damage spells. I mean, I don't think you guys would be where you are if that didn't happen.
Love that. Nice.
So Rokas, you get some inspiration. And then Eric, I'll give you inspiration for that special NPC dump of information in his, like, in between each one of his turns. So we got to learn a lot about DARS.
Yeah, DARS
through
is the man.
your little info dumps each round. So I thought that was fun, and I appreciate it. So I don't have to do it later.
I certainly hope that he survives it, so it's worthwhile. But in case he doesn't, you know about him. So there we go.
So I said Eric, not Pip Up. So you can use it for him or you, or
nice.
whatever. So
I like that.
Gotcha.
So there we go. Couple inspirations. So we're gonna jump back into combat at the beginning of the round. Eric, what round are we in?
This is now round 8.
Ooh, okay. Nice. I mean, cool. I mean, nothing.
I mean, oh yeah, nothing relevant to that. Yeah.
So we're gonna begin round 8. Could we share the owl bear?
We can share.
Anything else that I missed from the combat, or any? I mean, we talked about some hot handies and stuff. I don't know if we want to get back into all that, but anything else from the combat?
Always
forgot
talk
about
about the
that.
hot handies.
The
Only the
question I had
Oh yeah,
asked,
go ahead, Jay.
and I don't know if this is everyone or Cornelius. That's why I want to know. Is like, did Cornelius? So I texted Brad and asked this. Like, did Cornelius get hit by those exploding mephits enough to like have a tactical understanding of how wide the radius is that they're exploding in?
Yes, I would say yes.
Yeah. So my thought was Darathra, Galrin, Cornelius, Pip Up, and maybe DARS. I don't know what his intelligence modifier is. All are aware of the exploding radius of these creatures. I don't know if anyone in the bottom, the southwest section do, because I don't know if Ergala or Lucy saw those things blow up yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Can I know that number, or do you want to wait till my turn?
You know it's about, and all of you at the top right know it's about a 10-foot radius.
Okay. Cool.
And you know the little square 5-foot thing, so it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll know.
It's a decent size.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a decent sized space. And then, sorry, the other disclaimer I was going to put out, as we work through this encounter, if the giants attack you, they will probably hit you. And depending on your hit points, I would just be careful.
Oof.
So keep that in mind as we continue this combat. I think I maybe said it something similar last time, but when I was looking through it again, just so you know. And that includes your special NPCs. So I would check.
So if it looks dangerous, it is dangerous.
Yes.
Okay.
If I didn't describe it good enough. So
I'm honestly not following, so thank you for the warning.
I think you're doing your most goodest, Brad.
Yeah.
I would say, don't let Galran get hit by a fire giant. There you go.
Understood. Now I understand.
Lucy, I don't know, maybe, but
Too bad, bro.
all right. So we have just to see what we're all seeing, or say what we're all seeing right here. We've got 3 of those little fire creatures around Galran and Durathra. We've got 3 of those little fire creatures kind of around Rokas's unconscious body,
Yeah,
and Regala and Lucy at the bottom. We've got 2 Aspbeaks only, no riders at the top, at the bottom. And then we've got 2 fire giants who you can kind of see their heads above the buildings, but they had stopped, and no one can figure out what they're doing. So we'll do perception checks, or if you get up on them, I'll give you more information. But the times that you guys rolled were not good, so you do not know. So we will start at the top with Pip and Dars.
Pip and Dars.
This is something I probably should have paid attention to. I don't know if I had Hunter's Hex on anyone.
None of these little creatures, I don't think. I can't
don't
remember
think
the last
so.
person.
I remember you
either.
casting it, but I don't.
You did
know if
cast
it's-
it.
It was like on an orc for sure.
Yeah, I think you're removing it from the orcs.
Okay. Just for clarity's sake, I'll say I'm casting it on M4. I don't think it really matters at this point, but we'll just say that. We'll do dexterity ability checks for the hex, and then frostbite. So DC 14 Constitution save for M4.
6.
Awesome, starting it off right.
There we go.
That's 5 cold damage plus 2 necrotic.
7 all day. Okay.
So again, Pip
All right.
kind of like arches back, shoots his arm. You see like this ray of like blue scales with the cold shooting out his down his arm. Launches out, strikes M4, takes a blast. And he wants to move. I think he's going to start trying to meandering his way like around the barn to kind of kite back this way. So like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right about there.
Yep, that works.
Dars is going to do a similar action. He's going to kind of rotate back here. So it's like 5, 10, 15, 20. Strike at M3. And he should get advantage since he's engaged with Durathra, right?
Yeah, Durathra is engaged with 3
Love
and
that.
1.
So that's 12 plus 4, I believe. Yes. 16.
Hits.
Awesome. So 2d6 for sneak attack plus the d4. Ooh, hot diggity. That's going to be 13 piercing damage with the sling.
Sweet.
Got it. So it hits it solidly. And like I've said before, it should take a lot more damage than it looks like it actually took, but it is very severely injured. I'll say that.
Dars Helgar takes no prisoners! And that'll end Pip and Dars.
All right, Rokas, I'm going to do your first death save.
Okay.
Oof. Only I can get
And
over
go
there.
ahead and get ready
Triboar.
for Urgala's turn.
Sure. She will run up to M2 here and attack with her Morning Star.
Cool. All right. M2.
Natural 20, starting off strong.
All right. That
Let's
definitely hit.
go.
Oh no.
Heck yeah.
You started out the first session.
That's
On fire.
Did I really?
You could go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you did. You did. Yeah,
That's
you
First
did.
4 or
amazing.
5 rolls, right?
What?
Your first 4 or 5 rolls.
Yeah,
were
no,
all
you
hot.
rolled
We're
a
all natural
19 and then a 20.
No, but like
and then,
high.
like, another
Yeah, I
19.
remember starting hot.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. 15 damage. And then second attack,
Okay.
I rolled a 2. So 5 to
Yeah.
hit.
All right, you hit this thing. She hits this thing super hard, and it looks not great. You can kind of see the magma like spewing out of it,
Hmm.
and it's like already like starting to pulse a little bit, and you saw that with the other ones on the other side too. Like their whole body is kind of like a heartbeat, but it's like starting to bubble up. But then there's like little spurts and spews that are coming out of it of this like hot, fiery magma
Cool.
as they begin to be near death. So can anyone help remind me for the axe beaks? Did they attack anybody or get attacked?
They were attacking Rokas.
Okay.
When he went down.
So both axe beaks. No, one, I think so. A04, seeing that Rokas fell and there's this fire creature next to it, starts to run.
Hmm.
That actually uses its action to really run. So that's like 100 feet. It ran away. A06 was actually attacking Urgala, I think, because that was closest. If not, it will
okay.
attack Urgala since it's still in melee range with her.
Sure.
Or beak range. So that's an 18 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that'll hit.
And so she'll take 8 damage slashing. Beak damage.
Ow.
And you got her hit points, and everyone has their NPC's hit points that they had and all that.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. I forgot because he hasn't got hit yet.
Same. Galvin has it there.
Yes, I do have it.
Yeah, Dars was David and Goliath sneak attack. Double
Mhm.
action. And Pip's been in the back. So we will go to Lucy and Galrin.
All right.
Cool. Let's go Gelrin first. He's going to come up. He was like rage yelling as he was running up about Clan Foehammer and how much he hates orcs.
Yep.
As he got closer, he's got a little bit more resolve, so he's gonna swing his first battle axe at M4. It's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Ooh, hits.
Let me just make sure that wasn't a lie. Hold on. 15 to hit. Apologies.
Yeah, still hits.
Okay, cool.
And 4?
Yep.
All right, you can roll damage, but if he's got more than a plus, if he's got a +2 or higher.
He's got a +4.
All right, this thing is pulsing and it looks like it's about to die, so you know his strike is going to take this thing out.
Oh, cool. Okay. I guess we'll roll for fun, but so 6 damage all day.
Yep.
Slice.
Oh boy.
He explodes, right?
Yeah, so Dex save. Just for him.
Okay.
Oh, not for
Nope, she's not. She's far enough away from that one, where that one was, because that was positioned kind of more north.
Okay. It looks close, sorry.
10.
Seriously?
Wish it was better.
Yeah. Oh well, you only take, oh my gosh, 3 fire damage.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 2, so
Love it.
and that, yeah, you're not on fire, so that's good.
They make me as tough as a dwarf, and then he has 2 attacks. So he's gonna run up and actually swing at the next one that Durathra is engaged with.
It's fortified.
Flank. So you tell me if that's advantage.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give it to me, but he did.
I don't know if you want to kill it.
Yeah.
Gelrin's doing just fine. 24 to hit.
But it's
yeah.
Durathra.
You go ahead and kill this thing.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. That's okay.
She was on fire for like 6 rounds.
Right.
It wasn't that long, was it?
I know it was probably like 4.
It was like
Okay.
2 or 3 rounds, but yeah.
Fourth round, she pushed.
6 damage.
Yeah, you blow this thing up, and you and Gelrin and Durathra both are in the blast radius. So Dex save, please.
16
Oh, I
for
totally forgot that
Durathra.
was a thing.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about other people, but I'm a dwarf and I wouldn't. So
Hey, that's some racism right there.
Hey, first off, He loves Darathra. They're friends. But maybe he's raging and he doesn't even know it. All right, what'd you
14
get?
deck save for Galrin.
You both pass, so you take 4 fire damage
Okay.
each.
Gosh, these magmen.
Yeah.
Watch
All right,
out,
so-
they're giving hot handies. Okay, that's Galrin. Lucy will run up to Rokas.
You know what? There's more fire. These things are catching everything on fire.
Need some more fire, Brad?
I got it. What's Lucy doing?
It would be an action to move somebody, right?
100%.
Yeah, okay.
And
Also, I'm huge. I mean,
Wouldn't-
not literally, but
yeah. But
now you're just big.
could you move Shaquille O'Neal?
don't mansplain your size to me. I've got like
Yeah.
18 strength. Okay.
Wow, out of context, that sounds really bad.
I just want
Um,
to point out that I saw a TikTok where a DM made a character who was like, I could totally jump that distance. They took a video of him with weighted vests with
Mhm.
all the weight and like try and jump the distance that he said his character could do, and he failed horribly.
That sounds awesome. Number one.
Her strength is 18, right?
Yeah, she's strong.
Yeah,
So-
I think she
Yeah.
could. Yeah, she could probably do
But
that.
remind me, there's no opportunity attacks because you're not willingly moving, right?
I think
a good
it's-
point.
I think it's similar like disengage, where you're using your action to like carefully remove someone from combat. So because you're like taking the time to move them out of the way in that manner, you're just sacrificing your action and half your speed to move both participants X
Well-
distance.
And I would say anyway, like we've talked about before, you can't pick someone up and move them and then they get opportunity attacks against them because they're not willingly moving, right? So
I actually
Yes.
think you can if it's just, well, I don't know. I don't remember what the actual rule is.
well, let's say it this way then. Lucy, you can get up to him and grab him, but you will enter combat range to those M2 and M6. So if you were to pull him
Mm.
away, they could have opportunity attacks against you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We'll say it that way.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that as much, but I think it's fair. Have M6 and M2 gone yet this round?
Nope.
No.
No, they have not gone yet. They just are exploding.
Fucking exploders.
Going up.
Rokus, what's your base AC? Not to like, metagame too hard, but I'm curious.
15.
Mm.
And you're out of raging because you went down, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He shrunk and he's not raging.
It's such a not to metagame, but I'm gonna metagame. It's such a like I attack them, they blow up, still does damage to his dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm
yeah.
in such a pickle, but I'm gonna go with my initial instinct. I'm gonna lay of hands Rokas for 20.
Okay.
Sweet.
Ooh,
Sweet.
okay.
And typically when she does this, she's kind of cocky about it, like, get up, buddy. But she's very stoic in this moment. Like, I think she sees the gravity of the battlefield and is kind of like, get up, get up. There's no like cocky or fun about it. And that will be her action. And then she will stand in front of him. Not sure if that helps kind of who they're going to target or not, but she is attempting her best. And she'll also pull out her shield and a
Cool.
one-hander. She's going to put away the
Cool.
two-hander. So it's going to bump her up a little bit on the AC there. But that's how she'll end her turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. So Rokas is conscious, prone. Cornelius and Darathra are up next.
Okay. So Cornelius kind of like he was able to extricate himself after getting just also brutalized by all this exploding. And he sees Galrin tear through the next two, and Darathra had been shooting with her crossbow, but then like pulls out her like goes to grab her greatsword. And Cornelius thinks of Zephyrus. Is that his name again? I'm sorry.
Zephyros.
Zephyros. Okay. Zephyros. And he goes, Darathra, no more dead. And he like holds his hand up like this and he casts levitate on Darathra and raises her 20 feet in the air.
Damn.
Nice.
And then, and I sort of back up to this woman who's next to me. I haven't had a chance to like check on her. Or no, you said there was a pulse, I believe. And I'm
there
gonna
was
use,
until
there
one of
was.
those things blew up right next to her.
Oh shit. So yeah, I look down and see her. Let's say that I saw this dead woman. You know, I'm like, now all of a sudden the medical professional is kicking in. For Cornelius's bonus action, he is going to use his second and last of his second wins to regain 1d10 hit points.
Sweet.
Cool.
Wait, yeah, sorry, new dice today. So where is my d10? Okay, not great, but still better than nothing. Okay. So then, now that Darathra kind of flies up into the air on this invisible platform, she kind of nods like over her shoulder to Cornelius, pulls out her crossbow, and yells to Gelrin, like, put out the fires. And then now that she's 20 feet in the air, is she able to see what can she do a perception check, or can she see what the giants are doing?
Yeah. Lucy, make a perception check. Darathra, make a perception check. And Urgala, make a perception check.
Okay.
12.
21.
Chris, did you do one for Urgala?
Sorry, no, I forgot that was me. 8.
Oh, should Galrin do one, I guess?
8.
The building's still kind of obscuring his. No, yeah. Galrin can do one. Darathra's got you, though, but go ahead. Well, she would be the only one that would know.
14 for Galrin.
Yep, barely missed it. So Darathra sees, and she's the only one that sees it at this point. The two fire giants, the reason that they stopped is because they are using their giant greatswords to dig into the earth.
Ooh,
and at this
okay.
point, they have made a sizable hole in the ground where they are digging.
Okay. I'm gonna elect to say that she already shouted instructions, so she can't yell anything else. But she is gonna take out her crossbow, and now that she's 20 feet in the air, she's gonna shoot down at M3 there.
Perfect. Yep.
All right, that is +2 to hit. 12.
Oh, nope.
Damn. Okay.
She's not
so
used to the elevation.
yeah.
and it
She's like, what?
puts it off a little bit. Yeah, puts the shot off a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. That's the turn for those two.
All right. Giants are doing what I explained. Darathra's the only one that knows. Everyone else has no idea. And then you'll see the little creatures, one of which tried to jump at Darathra, realizing he's like 5 foot tall or 3 foot tall. Runs over to Galrin and takes a swipe at him. M3 does.
Okay.
Fiery swipe. Oh, dirty 20.
Hits.
7 fire damage, and he is now on fire.
That is not great.
So then well, Joe, back to you. Lucy, you did what she was intending to do, and she drew the attention of M6 and M2 to attack her. So you're going to get 2 attacks on you. Oh no, 18 to hit,
Ties, yeah. That goes to the roller.
and then 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, so the one on the left hits you, scrapes across, like maybe one hits you and like it actually hits the shield that you just brought out. And like as you're pushing it back, the other one sneaks in and gets your side with
Yep.
its fiery claw. Or shoot. Oh no, that's not. So that's 8 fire damage, and you are on fire.
Hold on. I have resistance to
Ooh.
fire, I believe, because I'm a tiefling.
Well, you're a tiefling. Yeah, right.
Yeah, buddy.
4 fire damage.
Yeah, resistance to fire damage. Okay, 4.
But you're on fire.
Yeah, okay.
And then Urgala, is going to get attacked by M5. So Chris, does a natural 1 hit Urgala?
Nope.
Okay. It falls down and runs into this building and catches it on fire a little bit.
That was the best nat one for it all time.
And the best nat one it can have. And then you see Orthovir, who you saw running away multiple times, is actually heading back towards the fray, which seems curious. But yeah, he used his action to go back towards the danger. So we are now at the top of the next round with Pip and Dars.
So this is round 9.
Yes, round 9.
Jeez. Okay.
Good to know. So we've got a few Magmen left and the 2 fire giants, which you're not sure what they're doing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just in range. Nice. Hunter's Hex, M3.
Boom.
You see the cold ripple down Pip's arm. Oh, shit. DC 14. Con save.
A 7 plus whatever. So nope.
All right. So that's 4 cold damage plus 2 necrotic. For 6 all day.
Oh, yeah, no, M3 is done. They were already hurt. So
Yeah.
M3 blows up. Galrin, make a dex save.
One.
Oh,
1.
I mean, doesn't
Natural.
matter.
No.
Nimble as a dwarf.
Yep.
3 more fire damage to Galrin. As that one explodes, Durathra misses the burst as she is high up in the air. And other than the flaming buildings, this section is clear of enemy combatants.
And then upon seeing that the last man in the area has been destroyed, Dars will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think take a pot shot at the axe beak.
Yep, sounds good. Good choice. It's engaged too.
Oh, that sucks. 12?
Yeah, it hits. Axe beak.
Sweet.
Oh, that was lucky. That was really lucky. That's a good chunk of damage right there. That's 12 piercing.
That is exactly what you needed to kill the axe beak.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
MVP.
I was just gonna say MVP for sure.
Seriously.
So as he's like walking up, he's like got his sling and he's like whipping it and he's like underhands it, like pew! The rock goes, like clocks the axe beak right in the eye. He's just like
Amazing. All right, that's gone. And yeah, Dars is the hero of this story, apparently.
I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah.
Now we knew who our backup character for death is.
Right. He's already established himself.
And that's it, we're all good.
All right. Rokas, you are conscious. You and Argala are next.
All right. So Rokas is going to stand up. He's going to rage again. And then he's going to attack this that guy there, the M2. He's going to do so recklessly.
All right.
Like 24. Nope, 22.
I mean, yeah.
I thought you were like 24. Nope, 2.
Right. That would
Uh,
be shocking.
for 9 points of damage. And then
Which one?
he will-
M2?
M2.
Oh yeah. This thing explodes. So you kill it, it explodes. You and Lucy need to make a dex save.
And Urgala.
Nope, she's far enough away.
She attacked it last turn. I don't know. If
She
that
attacked
matters.
M5. Oh,
Oh.
she attacked that one.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever one you thought she was attacking, that's the one she attacked.
Okay, then no, she attacked it. So yeah, she's gonna be in that range too, because M5
Okay.
doesn't have any damage. So
Okay.
yep, all three you make a dex save, please.
Failure.
Goodness gracious me.
So 12 for Rokas and 17 for Urgala.
You all pass.
No,
Hey.
4 for me.
5 damage, or no, well, everybody but Lucy, you failed, right?
Yeah.
So you take 5 damage because you're resistant.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Chris, you take 5 damage, or
I'm
is it
also
2 because
resistant.
you're resistant?
Yeah.
So Regala takes 5, and you take 2.
Oops, sorry, Urgala. Then I'll attack M6, also recklessly.
Perfect.
Don't kill it.
Second attack.
I'm gonna kill it.
I'm gonna go down.
Really?
Getting there.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Perfect.
I missed it anyway.
He's not a
9.
beefy barbarian giant size.
Sorry, this isn't as bad as I thought. 12, 13, 13. I'm good at math.
At 13 misses.
Yeah, okay. That's it for him. Urgala is gonna disengage and kind of
Okay.
wander over here.
All right. Good call. All right. The axe beak that was alive is no longer in sight. So we will go to Lucy and Galrin.
And
Lucy's gonna
Gelrin's
do.
on fire, right?
Galrin is on fire. Yeah. So I guess Galrin's turn is pretty easy. He's gonna get into this building with the intent to start putting it out. But before he
starting
walks
everything.
in, he's gonna take an action to put himself out of fire.
Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then just like position himself over here, if that makes sense.
Yep.
That's Galrin's turn. He's gonna yell like "ow" and like curse in Dwarvish. Lucy is gonna do something so annoying. So sorry, Brad. She's gonna attempt to throw M6.
Okay.
So I was googling the rules a bit. It starts off as a grapple, as I understand it. So if that's successful, we can move into the next part.
Go for it.
So that contested strength grapple,
Oh,
Athletics.
athletics. Oh, that's even better.
yeah, that's even better.
25.
Yeah, it got a 10.
All
Okay,
right.
then I will
It's a
use.
small elemental creature. So yeah, it's like
Then I'll use one of my 2 attacks as a improvised ranged attack, also known as a throw. So I will attempt to throw. I believe this is also a strength check.
Athletics again.
It's athletics again. Yep, detector makes an athletics check contested by the target's athletic or dexterity. You choose. So athletics or acrobatics, you choose.
Mhm.
But I'll be going athletics. Dirty 20.
also a dirty 20.
Tie goes to me, right?
It remains neutral, like what it was before you rolled.
Damn it. Can I use my second attack to try to throw?
Yeah, go for it.
Technically, the grapple was your second or your first attack, so the push would have been the second attack.
Throws
I
your
thought
second.
grapple was an action.
Yeah. But you can use one of your attacks to do it. Like, does that make sense?
The
So your
grapple
first
was the first attack.
The grapple was the first attack. The shove was the second attack or the throw,
Got
but
it.
it failed. So I think you're out of turns.
So you're just having this writhing thing in your arms then.
You're just holding on to this flaming monster guy.
Jump on him like a grenade.
Got
it. I love that idea. I'm gonna totally do that.
So you go to throw it, and like as it's like about to go, it grabs your arms and like pulls itself back into you.
Damn. Let's just check here. Yeah, not much else to do. Okay. Cool.
You both kind of like stumble this way. Oops. Oops. Oops.
Were you gonna try and throw it into the water?
There is no water.
I don't think it really exists.
Oh,
Otherwise, for sure. But just like I was just launching this motherfucker.
Get it away from you. I get it. Yeah.
I don't know that we've ever done that in any campaign. Like literally throw another character.
Not like that.
As
Yeah.
the giant barbarian, it will happen, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be like his
Wow.
whole thing later in life.
Yeah.
But all right. I'll just remain grappled with this little
All right. You're holding it.
nuisance. Cool.
So Cornelius and Durathra are up next. Now she's levitated via you, but she can still move on her own.
No, well, she could move from the platform, or I can take an action to move.
Okay.
Yeah. But would you say that it's not more than 100 feet between her and M5? I
Not
guess you would have to
more.
add in the 20 feet up too, right? Like,
Yeah.
because a heavy crossbow has 100
are we
feet.
doing geometry now?
Let's get our
Yeah.
geometry. Where's my
About
TI
70
87?
to 80 feet,
Okay, so
including the 20
Okay.
foot high.
and I'm gonna ask another annoying question. Are all the fires around us like pretty raging fires?
They're fires to which the ones closest to you maybe are not raging as much as the ones like north are like out of control raging, or like you need water to douse them raging. But the
Like the ones close to me, are they the size of a small campfire or larger?
I would say yes. The ones right to Cornelius's right side or east, and right to the left side or west.
Yeah,
Anything in front of him is bigger.
larger. Okay. And then final mechanical question, and I'm sorry that I'm seeming like I'm trying to cheese things, but I just want to understand. So with that being said, I don't like, could I use prestidigitation to put out the fires? Because one of the effects is you can instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
I don't think any of them are small campfires.
Small campfires. Okay. Okay, cool. I just wanted to see
Like
if I
they're
can
all,
be efficient.
yeah, they're all relatively.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Durathra, while she's up here, she's gonna kind of scan. She sees the fire giants digging, and she's actually gonna yell that, like, fire giants digging over there. But then she sees the commotion where Rokas, Lucy, Regala is, and sees those little like things, and she's gonna take a shot at M5 with her heavy crossbow. So that's
Cool.
the first of our things. Yep. Okay. I forget every single time. 15.
Hits.
Cool. And then, so that means I don't think she actually hit with her crossbow yet. So, okay.
Oh, it's a +0. She hit like the
Yeah,
first one. Yeah.
that's right. No dex.
Yep.
Yeah. So 5 damage piercing.
Okay.
Okay. Then Cornelius, looking down, like he was going to tend to this woman and see that she's dead. He's going to shake his head a little bit, and then he's going to see all the people laying, and then Durathra talk about to the northwest. And I'm just going to basically use all my movement to get to the next downed person there that I see. Can I do a check? Well, no, I probably can't do a check. So I'll just, that my turn will be getting to that guy, that guard.
Okay.
and then I'll probably check on him next turn. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Giants continue to do what they're doing. The Durathra, that means digging. Lucy, Rokas, Orgala make a. Actually, now you, Cornelius, also make a perception check.
Okay. Do we get anything from the fact that that Durathra said they're digging?
Well, maybe.
I'm a natural 20.
Ooh, there we go.
Cornelius is a 21 or 30-20, sorry.
10 for Rokas and 13 for Urgala.
Arugula.
Arugula. Yeah, get it right.
No. Yeah, we could say you guys can gather that from what Durathra says. Even you, Rokas, Orgala's a little further back, but they're digging for something, and the hole that they are digging is pretty deep at this point. Like their giant great swords are like going in like halfway, and there's mounds of dirt on either side of them.
Dang.
So then that little fire things are gonna attack.
I feel like there's another stone under there.
Ooh.
Might be.
M6 is attacking you, Lucy.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Nope, misses unless 7, 8, 11 hits.
Nope.
And then the other one's attacking you, Rokas. Oh yeah, that's like 23.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right. How many hit points do you have? Just kidding. It'll be fine.
Good one.
5, and you're resistant to fire,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 fire damage, and it says now you're on fire.
Uh-oh.
You have to take an action to douse yourself, or at the end of your turn, you take more fire damage.
Okay.
But so that thing hits you, and there's only 2 left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Orthovir gets up to Orgala, and says he's here to help. His cowardice has seemed to leave him. And now we are at the top of the round.
Okay. A bit ominous. This is round 10.
All right, Pip and Dars.
Pip and Dars. Welcome
Pip
to
and
Pip and Dars.
You guys see nothing. There's what you think are maybe 2. Well, Dars sees the 2 enemies.
Yeah.
Pip,
5.
you're aware that there's still stuff going on over there, but you don't see
10.
the giants barely or anything like that.
20, 25, 30. Like right about here. Can he see anything at this point? Can he like
You
see
can
what's
see
going on?
Oh, wait. Lucy, can M6 still attack you even though it's
Yes.
grappled?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see M6 being held by Lucy.
Cool. I'll cast Hunter's Hex on M6 and Hex Dexterity.
Okay.
And then would you say he can attack with the spell? I would say no, but
You could do a spell attack. It would, well, would it be a disadvantage since you're grappled with Lucy?
I think he's too concerned with like hitting Lucy.
Yeah, if you roll low, you'll probably hit both. Or
So
her.
I'm gonna say no. I think he's just gonna come around the corner. He'll hex M6. I think Lucy, like, if you're paying close of attention, which with Lucy it's hard to say sometimes. Maybe
Fair.
you see like a flash of like purple as the eyes get like hexed by Pip.
Oh, cool. Cool.
And then Dars is going to come over and he's going to say, "You two, join the fray! Fight for Triboar!" And he's going to leash a sling attack at M5.
Cool. Go for it.
Yeah, it's going to hit. It's 23.
Yep. And he's engaged.
Well, congratulations, M5.
7 piercing damage.
He is a mag woman at home. How many? Sorry.
7 piercing.
All
And
right.
some mag babies.
All right, this thing starts to
orphans.
pulse and leak
Papa, where's
flame
Papa?
and magma as it looks pretty rough.
And that's our turn.
Rokas or Gala?
All right, Rokas is going to attack this thing recklessly.
M5, go for it.
Rocusly.
22. Rocusly. I like
Oh, it had advantage on you.
it would have, yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
He missed, right? No, he hit.
No, he hit.
All
No,
right,
he
it's not
did
a
hit.
natural 20. So, all right, we're good.
All right, so 22 to hit on the first attack.
Yep.
It's a
Do more than 8 damage.
I did more than 8 damage.
All right, you
Nice.
blow this thing up. Make a dex save. As it
20, or sorry, not 20. 16.
All right, you take 3 fire damage, so you take 1 fire damage.
Got it.
And then you can keep going with your turn, but since you didn't use an action to put yourself out, you will take fire damage after.
That's fine. I'll attack M6 now.
In the hands of Lucy, so it is grappled.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Hit.
For 13 points of damage.
Okay. It is looking pretty hurt too, but it is not dead yet.
Okay.
And
now I take something.
Yeah. 2, so 1 more fire damage.
Okay. And can I have Urgula come up and put my fire out?
Gala
Arugula?
can use her action to pat you down, big boy.
Big
Sure, I'll just do that.
Okay. All right. She puts you out. And then maybe backs up a little so she doesn't get blown up.
Sure.
Or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, whatever. However much movement she has.
Don't worry about that. We're gonna Peyton Manning this shit when it's
All right. Go for it, Lucy and Galrin.
Gelrin will enter the building over here and attempt to start putting out the fires if he can.
What'd you roll for that? He finds a blanket, we'll say, because there's not just gonna be buckets of water lying around. So
Wouldn't that be nice?
Pass the bucket check.
do a blanket wafting check. No,
How about survival?
survival check.
Survival sounds good.
Either
I like
you
blanket
feed the
Blanket
flames or
wafting,
you
but I'll
quell
use
the
my
flames.
survival. It's not a problem. It's very good. It's like over 20.
Who would soak a rope in kerosene?
Yeah, it's 20. 19. Sorry, no modifier. 19.
All right, you've defeated 1 fire flame in the corner.
Yes.
So
As
the fire was spreading from kind of the middle, it engulfed another corner of that building up in flame, and you basically put that corner out. So the front is now not on fire.
Sweet.
And Lucy, Peyton Manning it.
We're gonna Peyton Manning.
I have so many comments I want to say to that. We're just gonna let it slide.
Sorry, we're gonna
athletics or acrobatics, and then
Denver
it's that.
Peyton or Indy Peyton?
yeah, there you go.
We'll see.
I'm thinking Indy Peyton because 19.
Yep, you got it. 14 over here.
At disadvantage too.
Oh,
Aha!
yeah, 14.
Love it. What size are these things?
Small.
At least 2 sizes smaller than me.
1 size smaller than
One
you. You are
size.
medium. It is small.
Okay. I should be able to throw it about 10 feet. 9 feet.
All right.
I don't know how we cut the
Barely
camera.
moved.
It's so it's so dissatisfying on the
It's
owl
very
bear.
dissatisfying.
So you're not engaged with it anymore, so you can back up even more if you need to, since you're about 9 feet away from it. But it has flown a few feet away.
How does damage work on a throw? Would it take any, or is it not?
Well, that's what I wasn't sure. I was gonna say because it's falling less than like a foot or 2 feet. Well, I guess it's getting thrown, right? So I could do a D6, right?
Is it every 10 feet? I can't remember.
If you threw it 9 feet, and
That's
2 feet down.
horizontal damage. I don't know if there's vertical damage for throwing.
Oh yeah, good call.
Would it be more of
The
like
other
a
way around.
1d4? Or would it be a 1d6?
I rolled a 1d6 for it already.
Okay.
Okay.
And it is, we'll just go with that. All right, I rolled a d6. It
Okay.
took some damage. It is on the ground, very
Cool.
hurt, and now prone. We'll say it's prone too.
Can I use my extra attack and pull out my bow?
Yep.
Sweet.
If you miss from here, I don't know what to say.
Well, you can't team me up like that. Now it's going to be a
Yeah.
natural one. Oh, fucking close. 4 plus.
Nope.
I don't think it's
Is it
good.
prone? Does he get advantage on
It'd be
his shot?
disadvantage.
Yeah,
It's
technically you get
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Prone.
I should have
So-
said it landed on his feet, but sorry.
8 and 7. 7.
Nope. It's wiggling around on the ground.
Yeah, bummer. That's okay. I'll let Rokus go slap it later. Is she gonna move? She's gonna hide behind Rokus.
He's
I really-
big, but he's beat up.
I really enjoy this active learning session. Like Joe's really exploring the sandbox right now in real
I
time.
know,
It's
I
very
know.
cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm expanding my horizons. That's the end of my turn.
Cornelius and Darathra are up next. We've got one little guy, 2 huge guys, and fires all around.
Yeah, I would say like just for more RP sake, Darathra sees the fire giants, and even though it's out of range, she's gonna, because that's G2 is definitely for just over 100 feet, wouldn't you say? Or if it's
I don't know. That's pretty far, right?
it is pretty far.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 55, 60, somewhere in that range.
Aren't they 10 feet squares? Or no, they're 5 feet.
Oh, that's
squares.
5.
I thought they were 5 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah,
I mean,
so actually, you're good. I would, and it's not technically lower than you because they're about 19 feet tall.
okay. So Darathra, she was gonna frustratingly like miss and then yell at Cornelius, but she's just gonna take a shot at the G2 fire giant then.
Let's go.
With-
All right.
Yeah. 15.
Miss.
Damn, I figured. Okay. Oh.
You're gonna roll something real quick.
Uh-oh. So she lets off a shot. And she's kind of like happy that she has this vantage point, I suppose. And so that's all she does. Cornelius, meanwhile, is checking on this guard. You tell me, is it like a full action or
Just do a or a medicine check
okay?
as like a. Well, we'll see. How well you're doing.
Preliminary. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a natural 20. I'm a doctor, man.
So you don't need to have an action to see that this guard is long dead.
Oh no.
Huge. Sorry, I was gonna try and give you something else, but I'm like, no, the guard is definitely dead.
Okay.
The guard
Imagine
has-
this like this charred corpse lying on the ground. And he's like, I'm
Checking your pulse.
I'm a doctor.
Wake up!
Come back to me.
Your natural 20 basically was like, yes, that gash across its chest, means he's dead for sure.
Well, how far are you gonna let me accept? Because he wants to run and check on this woman. Is that gonna be
Go
the
for
next
it. Do the same
Okay.
thing. We'll
Okay.
see.
Okay.
He's very tall. So you
Yeah.
can see.
23. These dice are awesome. I haven't used these dice for like 2 months.
She, on the other hand, is breathing unconscious with wounds upon her.
Okay. With that high, like stable.
Left in this state, she will die.
Okay. Can I use all of my action to then like use my healer kit to
Yeah.
stabilize her? Okay, then I'll do that. So he's gonna like do his thing and stabilize this civilian. That's it.
And I'll tell you, the nobleman down closer to Rokas is dead. Don't even check on him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
He might have some gold on him. Anyway,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
she is stabilized as best she can.
Payment,
she's outside
please.
of a burning building, but she's far enough away that you think she'll be okay for now.
Okay. Cool. That's it.
Cornelius, Durathra. Okay, you all pretty much keyed in on what was going on, so I'll just tell you. You start to see G1 as they're digging start to yank at something and pull up onto something based on how long they've been there. M6 gets up and runs with a fury at Rokas to attack with advantage because you recklessly attacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, all right. He definitely hits. Yeah, definitely hits. For 7, so 3 fire damage. Are you still conscious? I hope so.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You said that before. All right. End of round.
Am I on fire again?
You're on fire again, yes. End of round brings us back to Pip and Dars.
11.
And M6 is right on in contact with Rokas. Orthofear did kind of move up with Regala. Here we go.
So Pip's going to run up next to Dars and say, "You have a tremendous shot. You have to teach me how to do that." Hunter's Hex on M6. Disadvantage on dexterity ability checks. And Frostbite.
Yeah. 18 plus something.
Okay, so saves. I think Dars is going to just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Same thing.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, that should hit. 14? No, 16. Sorry.
Actually, either one would hit. Yeah, that's
Okay.
14. It's on death's door, so whatever damage you do is
It's a lot. It's 12. 12 piercing.
all right. It blows up in Rokas's face. Dex
On my
save.
face. 20, dirty.
So you get oh gosh. Only 3, so 1 more fire damage.
I could do this all day.
Oh, nice. Nice.
He said every time.
He says
last
that
night.
now, yeah.
And then he passes out again. All right. That's it, right?
Yeah, and Dars will just yell, "For Triboar!" And then that's it, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. The buildings are burning around you. There are 2 19-foot giants in front of you, both with their attention turned on this hole. One pulling at something while the other stands and waits as we move to Rokas and Regala's turn.
All right, so I'm picturing Rokas is just like, big monster, and like run after him. And I don't know if Lucy's gonna try and stop him.
Nope.
Okay. How far does it get?
Well, put your thing back.
Yeah, go. Hold on.
So we have these, yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
I can get there.
You could get there.
He has 40
Boy.
foot of movement anyway.
Now, G2 is technically, and I know it doesn't really show this, closer to you.
Okay.
And G1 is like bent over in the hole, like partially bent over in the hole.
Okay. Well, I'll attack him.
You're attacking G2.
Yeah.
So when you
Well-
get close, and how tall do you think Rokas gets when he?
Like 16 feet.
All right, so you hulk your way up to this giant, literally giant, and you stand a few feet shorter, but
He's in
Again,
a hole.
almost pretty close to the same size. As it turns, as it hears something approaching and looks at you, and it is, again, its hair looks like flame. It has a giant great sword, the size of, Cornelius probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, go for it.
All right. So my reach is 10 feet. So I'm going
Okay.
to attack him from like my maximum range.
All right.
17.
Oh, that misses.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
So you take a swing, and you have been attacking these literally small creatures, and now you're attacking something 4 times the size of it. So when you go to hit it, for whatever reason, you like aim lower and hit right into his plate armor for no damage, and like kind of like knocks him back, and it vibrates a little, but it does not
Okay.
do any damage.
Next attack.
Second attack.
It's lower, so miss.
Damn.
Okay, miss.
And then Urgala is gonna go try and put this fire out.
All right,
Gotta save the homes.
a survival check.
Natural 1.
She goes to do the same thing. She doesn't realize that Galrin's doing, taking a big blanket and trying to douse it, and it is just pushing it and making it bigger and bigger.
Nailed it.
So she is making worse. Lucy and Galrin. Lucy sees her companion march up to this giant, and what looks like was a good swing, not make contact. Or not do any damage.
So Galrin's gonna do a blanket check to see if he can put out more of the fire.
Perfect.
Oh my god, natural 1 again.
You know what? I should have done this. I'm gonna go back to the. Oh, you just made it bigger. Yeah, perfect. Now this one gets bigger too. The part that he put out is now back on fire.
Yeah, I think the way we can describe that is he trips and like tries to catch himself and ends up fanning the embers, and it all like
yes, reignites. Yep.
and he's in there and he's like, "Fuck, that was deliberate. Fuck, I didn't. I mean, I meant to do this." So he's struggling in there.
Right there.
Lucy is going to run and catch up with Rokas and put her hand on his shoulder, and then she's gonna yell in giant. Enough. For what purpose have you wrought this devastation on our settlement? Enough is enough. Then she's gonna cast. Oh, she can't cast Vicious Mockery on a giant, can she?
Why not?
Oh, it's a creature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna cast
Giant
Vicious
creature.
Mockery on G2 after yelling all of that. So she's gonna be like 10. You could call it 11 feet away, like one step behind Rokas. But Vicious Mockery is a really good time. Wisdom 13 save.
What do you say?
She's really bad at insults. She's gonna say, "And by the way, how's the weather up there, tall one? and like smile and kind of look at Rokas to see if he's laughing.
He is.
It works.
All right.
It like this. It's a little chilly.
I think we got its attention. I'm talking a lot for just 6 seconds. It's
What
2d4, and I rolled 2 4s, so 8 damage.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go. You're on your way.
And it has disadvantage on its next attack roll. Right? Or take 1d and have
Yep.
disadvantage on the next attack roll until the end of its turn. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
G2.
Disadvantage on its next attack roll. Perfect. Okay. That it? It's pretty good.
No, I'm
Pretty
gonna,
good.
as a bonus action, move Hunter's Mark to G2 as well.
There we go. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Should have done that before, but it's good.
Cornelius and Durathra, you see this happening.
Okay. Shoot. Cornelius. Can I do a does the body to the north of me barely look like I need to investigate it to see if they're doing okay? Or are they like a charred corpse?
No, you're not sure if at first glance they look similar to this lady, but you're not sure if that just means
Damn.
they're unconscious or dead or whatever.
I see Lucy. Like, can I hear all this go like Lucy yell out? Or is it far enough?
Yeah,
that
you
I
could
can-
hear yell out, maybe. Yeah, maybe
Could I
can't
hear
catch
the-
every single word, but yeah.
Okay. May I kind of take Lucy's lead? I'm gonna kind of, as I stabilize this one, I'm gonna walk, like get over here. I'm gonna yell out now that G2 is kind of like focused on us, and I'm gonna yell out in giant, in the name of the Kraken Society, stand down.
All right.
Love this.
I'm just picturing like what would we feel like if the squirrels were bothering us?
I know. It's kind of
Yeah,
like.
let's get out of here, squirrels.
And
What does Durathra do?
I wanted. Okay, she's still gonna like. I guess she's still gonna take a shot. So, 1 second.
Go for it.
She misses. So that's all for those two.
Does she have 2 attacks or just 1?
Just one when it's ranged. She has
okay.
she has double melee attack, but not multi attack. Like
Okay, that makes more sense. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, let me delete that. Okay. G2 looks at Rokas, just looks down a little bit, not a lot of it, and just growls as it picks up or as it raises its long greatsword, giant greatsword, to attack.
Uh-oh.
18.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage though. That's a good point.
Thank you.
Why does it disadvantage?
You cast a spell on it called
Because of
Vicious
you.
Mockery.
So with disadvantage,
I did.
it's 18.
Okay. Yeah,
Damn.
that hits.
I remember.
This is
why
gonna
I-
hurt. This is gonna
Yeah,
hurt.
this is gonna hurt a lot.
It's probably like 1d6 for a giant.
It's
yeah.
probably like 12.
Yeah.
D6.
Is 24 slashing damage.
Holy
Oh, that's
shit.
fine. That's only enough to knock me over.
And then they're going to attack you again.
I'm down. I don't know if that matters.
Oh. You are unconscious?
if he's raging, is it 24 before resistance because of raging?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I had 10 hit points, so
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, he
the
only got
12
20, healed 20. So I was going to say that's probably
He's been taking damage here and there. Yeah.
from the little guys. So it growls. It looks at Lucy and takes a couple steps because it also has longer reach
Oh my God.
and attacks you, Lucy.
Hmm.
Hmm.
No, why did I roll twice? Just once. 26.
Just barely by like 8 hits me. Yep.
Okay.
What are we doing, Joe?
I'm playing the character.
Yeah, me too.
Joe
Me
would
too.
not have done this, but Lucy would have done this.
I was totally thinking about when Incredible Hulk just jumps on Surtur, even though he wasn't supposed to. I was like, yeah, that's easy to do.
25 damage.
Yeah, and what would his best buddy do? Yeah,
Yeah.
down. I would have followed you into the
Jesus.
fire. Yep. Now the
So
whole
you're-
double thing is max points, right? Not what you currently
Yeah.
have.
Max.
Yeah, okay.
Max.
Okay.
Double your max. That's why I said it. And I was looking at JD's picture when I said it. So Lucy's unconscious?
Yep.
So Cornelius, Durathra, what you see is as G2 cleaves through 2 of your companions, G1 pulls out something out of the ground with both hands. And if you want, you can do a Arcana check.
Sure. Ooh, and now the D&D playlist has Skyrim music in the background, so I'm really inspired to roll a 10.
10 total?
Yeah, just a 10 total.
Oh, okay, all right. You just see a big 11-foot long C-shaped piece of metal that looks maybe magical.
Hmm.
Pippo, I don't think you see that. Or Gala might see it.
No, Pip definitely doesn't see it.
Oh, should I roll another one for
Durathra?
Yeah. Or was just one enough?
Just you as the magic user.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's what you see. So you see G1 pull this thing out. You see G2 cleave down 2 of your friends. So Othovir steps up, also seeing this, and casts. All of a sudden, you see him start casting a spell
Oh, what?
onto G2. And what I gotta look. I'm gonna cast this spell. So you'll see a beam of crackling blue energy lances out towards this giant within range. It's an arc of lightning range spell attack. That's what I was looking for.
Turtle beam?
What is this thing?
Watch, he's like level 18 wizard or something
Woo!
crazy.
Yeah, we had no
Water
clue.
gun.
No,
Water
no,
gun.
no, no.
Gandalf's and yeah.
But he does hit. And you see a basically an arc of lightning hit G2. And it takes some lightning damage. 8 to be exact, if you guys.
Hmm.
So just as powerful as my insults.
Actually, yes. Okay, so that happened. So now we'll go to the top of the round. This is round 12, right?
This is
This is the round. Okay. Pip and Dars.
Pip and Dars.
Ba-da-bow.
Pip's gonna roll around the corner, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
You
Take
see all of it.
one. Yes, take one look at what's going on and be like, oh. We'll do Hunter's Hex on G2.
Yep.
We'll say strength. Think that sounds fair.
Yeah.
And how far away? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, yeah, so close enough. We're going to use Frostbite.
Which save is it?
Con.
Okay. Yeah, save.
Okay. And then I think he's going to call out saying, "Kite it back!" And use 10 feet to go that way. Dars will take his sling, wind it up, let it fly. I guess he would not have advantage on this attack, correct?
Nope.
Didn't think so. That's pretty good, though. 20.
Hits.
I hate that sneak attack, though. This is not going to do much damage. That's max damage. 6 piercing.
Nice. Okay.
Not nothing.
Exactly.
And he's going to back up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. While he's passing Narth, he's just going to like quickly just check down, like quick synopsis. How's he looking?
Narth's dead.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Narth! No!
Yeah.
How well does Dars know Narth?
So Dars is much like others within Triboar, where they don't like the lion shield or whatever they're called
Okay.
people very much because they're from a rival town. It doesn't mean he isn't still sad to see him dead. It's just more like a rivalry than it is
Okay.
a hatred. So he's not the most heartbroken over anyone he could have stumbled over, but he definitely isn't
Does
happy at all.
is Narth like a showy guy? Does he like wear a bunch of fancy shit around town?
Not like
Huh.
he here. I'm gonna read his thing real quick because
Is Pip about to rob, or is Dars about to rob him blind?
I mean,
no.
he has a criminal background. If he doesn't like the guy and he's just wearing shit on the surface, I mean,
no, I would say he usually has like the fancier robes, but he doesn't. It's not of any substance.
okay.
They're running. I mean, they run a shop that like
Dars is just gonna keep going then. Just get as much distance, but he's got a crazy range for his sling. It's like 120 feet, so he's just trying to get as much room as he can.
Pip, go ahead and do a Arcana check on the
Oh,
thing that G1 pulled out of the ground.
that's probably not great. 9.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Yeah. That will end our turn though.
All right. Okay, Rokas, I'm going to do your first check of this
I
time.
believe.
And then Urgala, what is
I
she doing?
believe I can fly.
She's gonna keep going on this fire, oblivious to what's going on outside.
Okay.
I
house.
believe Rokas can touch the sky.
He's about to touch the sky.
What did
ground.
you just say? Survival?
Fires of Hells.
Mhm.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. She takes this flame down.
Go back to
Sweet.
the original
little-
size.
Little flame. It is controllable. I'll say that.
All right.
But she made it worse the first time. It's not out, but it's controllable. Lucy. Oh, wait. Sorry. Anything else?
No, that's it for us.
Lucy, your death save is coming next.
And it's
And what is Galrin doing?
he's gonna try to put the flame out that he put out and then fan back to a flame.
That did happen.
I feel like this is a fool's errand.
What did we say it was? Survival? 10.
It stays the same.
Okay. He is gonna leave.
Not help.
Decided this is done.
He spent 18 seconds of his life trying to put out fire. I was like, fuck this. I'm done.
Yeah. He's over it. So he's gonna
The
run.
raging orc killer is like, I tried to help put out these damn fires. I'm done.
Oh yeah, he's so fucking mad. It's like unbelievable. He's gonna get to just about Darathra. I think it'd be about 30.
Why doesn't
from there.
he do a perception check? She's 20 feet in the air still, but go ahead and do a perception check.
Under Darathra. 14.
The giant facing the town
Mhm.
looks angry, like it's going to kill somebody. The other giant is disinterested with everything going on, focused on what it has in its hands, but you can't really tell what that is. Galrin can. So that's what he notices.
I think he's gonna yell, It's found something that's fucking giant.
So,
We're dropping a lot
Right.
of F bombs today.
Yeah.
There
I
goes
know,
our
right?
monetization.
Again, we don't have any, but that's okay.
Right. I think we're okay there.
Well,
They're
we
gonna
might
break our
someday.
banks.
Not at this rate.
Cornelius.
We got viewers.
Hey, people like cursing.
I mean, hey, Critical Role, they curse.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would
Yeah.
never. I'm not one of the cursing people on our channel. So
Okay. Cornelius and Durathra. You've both seen what's going on.
and the G2 did not react to me name dropping the Kraken Society, did it?
I would say, if anything, it got angrier when Lucy said something.
Okay.
And it paid you 0 mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
perfect.
Because since I yelled out to it, I imagine I would have seen Rokas and Lucy go down.
Yeah, you can see him fall.
Shit, I don't know what to do. I'm dead if I go over there. And
Sometimes you need to sacrifice yourself, Jay.
With your friend.
I already
No.
did that once, remember? I
Yeah,
took
when
a
you-
lightning
Oh, yeah,
bolt for
he did.
everybody.
He took the fucking
Sometimes,
lightning bolt.
sometimes you see a lightning bolt and you say, "Yeah, today.
Yeah,
Today's the day."
I forgot about your super original lightning bolt scar on your forehead.
That's right.
Right.
While I think about Cornelius, let's just say Durathra takes another shot.
Yeah.
Nope. She is not hitting this thing. She's pissed off. Fuck. Cornelius is kind of going to take just a little bit of like that much forward, maybe. And he's going to yell in giantish. Is it just giant? I don't know.
Mhm.
How many feet away do you think you are from it?
20, 30, 40, 50.
Those are 5 foot squares.
Oh, five. Gosh, I keep thinking they're 10 for some reason. Okay, so five.
That's why I wanted to ask.
Then I'm not going to move forward. Yeah, because
Okay.
I was thinking 10 feet. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Like 30 feet.
30,
Yeah.
35.
So I'm just gonna like yell out as I see it like stepping close. Take what you want and leave. You've laid enough waste here.
Okay.
And I mean, I want to be able to do if I don't know if I can like also stable like I'm trying to. That's what he wants. He wants to just tell them to get the F out of here, basically. But like, if that
Yeah,
seems
you didn't
like
do
a,
anything. Really,
I
you
didn't-
didn't take an action. So yeah, we
Yeah.
talk during our turns all the time. So go for it.
yeah. So then I do want to like maybe I reverse the order, but I want to check on this other NPC here and see if I can bring
Okay.
him to okay. So medicine again.
Yep.
I'm shaken. I natural one.
You killed him.
I give him a tracheotomy and he doesn't need one.
Yeah.
He
I was just napping. What the fuck?
you like trip on him and like fall on him till we're like, oh gosh, that's not good. That probably hurt. That wasn't good.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So yeah, I yell at the giant to get out, and I probably kill this guy, and Durathra failed in her shot, so that's my turn.
All right. G1 has this C-shaped fragment, we'll say. Puts it on its shoulder and starts to turn to walk this way, northeast, pretty much the way that they came, it looked like. It's to about there. Gelrin, Orthovir, and Argala Go ahead and do Arcana check. Or no, Argala's not in there. Go ahead and do Arcana checks. Anyone that hasn't done an Arcana check yet, basically.
Including dead people.
No. Not dead people. Not you two. You two are
Dead people.
unconscious.
12 for Gelrin.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I have a live person. Oh, dirty 20 for Urgula.
Argala, yes. Orthovir doesn't know. Argala peeks her head out and sees this thing and thinks to herself and doesn't tell anybody else because she doesn't know anyone that's around her that this is probably some part of an enormous construct with some type of magicalness to it.
It's not great.
All right, and then G2 looks back and sees G1 has retrieved the fragment, but knows that who hit it last?
Dars, I think.
Yeah, Dars
Dars
was the
hit him.
last.
All right, Dars hit it last, but the closest to him or her is Orthovir, who also hit it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so G2 takes out a boulder
Oh, he's gonna get nuked.
Oh,
and
Oh
throws
no.
it at Orthovir.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is that an athletics check?
It's a ranged weapon attack.
Shit.
Now where's Orthovir stuff? I had it.
Vulnerability to boulders.
Turns out fire giants are dead.
Oh, it hits. All right.
I kind of knew that too.
He's gonna get crushed, isn't he? Just splat.
Okay. He is unconscious, but it did not outright kill him.
all right.
Jeez.
Boom! Gets hit with a boulder. Orthovir falls. And looks very, very, very unconscious. But not completely dead, you think. And he's gonna make his first death save. And since it's not one of you, I'll say he passes. Yay.
Mhm.
And G2 is just gonna stay there and like kind of pivot their head around, as it has now felled 3 of the aggressors.
Aggressors, we were the defenders.
Aggressive towards them. They didn't attack anybody until you attacked them.
They attacked the ground.
Pippendars! That's true.
Your
You know
tuning
what?
fork is off key, bro.
Touche.
Team Pippendars. Well, since Pip is so close, did the boulder? How big is this boulder that Orthovir got hit by?
It's whatever I said in Nightstone, that the boulders that fell.
Oh, they're big then.
Yeah, they're like shot puts to their size. They're like shot puts. So they're
Okay.
100 to a couple hundred pounds.
Would you say there's enough room for Pip to like run up and like get cover behind said boulder and then attend to Orthovir?
Well, I think it hit him and then rolled past him.
Okay, so maybe not.
So it didn't stop. It didn't hit him and then fall or anything like that.
All right, still.
Yes.
Pip's gonna run up. He's gonna take out one of his good berries. He's going to give one to Orthovir. That'll be his action.
Sweet.
So take one of those out.
Thank you, my friend.
Nom nom nom. And then Pip's gonna run away.
Mhm.
Like get behind the building if he can.
Okay.
Dars is gonna fucking take another sling though.
All right. Check that range. Yeah, you got it right.
He's probably not gonna hit. I don't think. Does 15 hit?
No.
Didn't think so. Pew. That's our turn.
All right. Rokas, first death save. Second death save. Urgala, what's Urgala doing?
She's gonna try and put the fire out some more. She wants to save the houses. Assuming these are houses. In which case, if they're not houses, then she'll do something else.
That is
Garage.
That's it.
yeah, what is,
It's the goat pen.
because it's not exact, but it is close. We'll say it's, no, that's down there, we'll say. Yeah, it's a home. That one's a home.
Okay. 5.
Nothing happens to that flame in front of her. Lucy, second death save.
All right.
On my 6.5 hour playlist, the song that just randomly started, Lucy, is Memory of the Fallen.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What's Galrin doing?
Write about me fondly. It's a good question. I think would he have heard Cornelius shouting?
Yes.
I think he's going to take the dash action and get next to Cornelius.
Okay.
Kind of get to his side here. And just say, I fucking hate giants. What can I do? And it's kind of like, yeah, just like stand at the ready with Cornelius.
Cool.
All right. Darathra and Cornelius. To you.
Okay. Shit. So I think Darathra is seeing like everyone go down, not hitting, and seeing the giants are starting to walk away. She's just gonna be like, screw this, and she jumps down from the thing that's holding her. Yeah.
Nice.
So she wants to try and land, so it's not like a fall damage. I don't know.
We'll do a dex, just dex check, right?
Yeah. 12.
Would it be athletics, maybe?
Okay. If it's athletics,
Acrobatics, maybe.
either one, it's still a 12. Those
Okay.
have no bonuses for her, it looks like.
From 20, let's say you don't take any fall damage, but you end up prone.
Okay. So blah! She falls sideways.
You like she like does like the fall and roll thing, but then she just rolls again.
Okay.
Lands on her back. Ah!
Shoot. Cornelius is gonna try and see if he accidentally just killed this guy or if he's I want to go check on Lucy and Rokas, but I can't. So yeah, he's just gonna see if he accidentally just killed this guy or if he can do something about it.
All right.
Okay, much better. So base 17, which means 21 for medicine.
I'm gonna roll a D4.
Okay.
1 or 2, he's dead. 3 or 4, he's alive.
Okay.
He's alive.
All right. Is he stable?
No.
I want to save my kit for our friends. So I'm going to attempt to stabilize him myself. So just roll out. Is it another medicine?
Yeah, just do medicine. It's fine.
Okay. 13.
That's enough to stabilize.
Okay.
You
So-
rolled a 23 and above 10. That's fine.
Yeah. As Galrin comes up, I'm like, I don't know. A beam fell on his chest and almost crushed him, but I think I saved him. And then I turn and I'm just gonna watch. I'm not going towards the giants, but I'm just gonna see if G2 is gonna retreat or not, and that's my turn.
Durethra could probably get up and
Oh,
do
okay.
something. Like that wasn't. I wouldn't say that's her action.
Okay. Then she's gonna try and put out the fire closest to her.
All right, man. Do a survival.
Yep. All right. Where is hers? Does she? Oh, also straight rolls. Everything she's doing is straight rolls, man. 13,
All right. No, I mean it gets a little smaller, maybe,
but
it's
not
not.
okay. Cool. Those are my turns.
I don't know what I'm. All right. G1 continues to retreat with the artifacts, we'll say, in hand. And G2 takes a few steps back, surveys the area. I think he's going to throw a boulder at the direction of some annoying
Talker.
little ones that have been talking. I'll roll a d4 to see if he goes for Galrin or for Cornelius.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Here
So
we
JD,
go.
do you want one or two? Which two of the d4 do you want? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Which two? I want 1 and 2.
You want 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So you two both see a boulder flying at you.
Okay. And then next week on the next episode.
What is your AC, Cornelius?
My AC is only a 14.
You have mage armor, right?
I have mage armor, and then I can, as a reaction, I can.
You're out of spells, aren't you?
I'm out of spells, but my specialization gives me a chance. Where is it?
Yeah, read it.
I can get a plus
Read it in
2
front.
bonus to my AC against an attack, or a plus 4 for a saving throw that I would fail. If I use that feature, I can't cast spells other than cantrips until the end of my next turn.
It rolled a 16, so I don't. The tie goes to the roller anyway.
To the
Yeah,
roller,
it does.
yeah.
All right.
Uh,
So
Okay.
a boulder hits you.
all right.
$20 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Jesus.
So as it starts to move backward, it looks for any pest it can and makes contact with you, Cornelius. And you are unconscious.
Okay.
Orthovir is on death's door after getting a good berry, but he still runs up, does what he can, casts another witch bolt on it. Dang it, I keep clicking the wrong screen. That's still the wrong one. Ranged spell attack. And misses. All right. Pip up and Dars. Pip and Dars.
Pip up and Dars, two best friends. This is a nice spin-off we're gonna have here with her just like living their merry life in Triboar.
Yeah.
Probably the only two that are going to
and
survive.
Triboar.
so.
Yeah, I think Dar's saying that the giants are moving away is going to move up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 back by Narth's dead body. And then Pip, upon seeing that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, he can get just to Lucy. And he's going to pop down and attempt to give her a good berry.
Okay. Lucy's up.
Okay.
Cool.
Anything else?
And I think he's going to turn and call out saying like, let them go. We can't defeat them. Heal the wounded. And that'll be our turn.
All right, Rokas's next death save. And Urgala, what's she doing?
Putting out the fire.
Okay, go for it.
14.
Survival. Huh?
14.
All right. That building is no longer on fire.
Hooray.
Nice
We
work.
saved the feeding room.
It was a house.
We saved the house.
Save the
That one is
brothel!
a domicile of one of the families that ran away. Lucy and Galrin are both conscious now. Lucy is prone. Galrin is talking about how he hates giants.
Yeah.
And just saw one of the visitors to the town, the Dragonborn, get KO'd by a boulder
KO.
right next to him.
I fucking hate giants.
I was waiting for you to be like, I fucking hate Dragonborn too.
Yeah. He's gonna run over and attempt to stabilize Cornelius.
Okay, medicine.
It'd be fitting if he fell on me.
Right? 15.
With his great axe.
Yeah.
15?
15?
Yeah. Yeah. Cornelius, you are stabilized. You don't have to do death saves.
Sweet.
And what's Lucy doing?
Lucy wakes up from being unconscious and sees Pip. And she's like in fight mode, right? Full adrenaline rush. So I think she's kind of like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Clearly very wounded from taking a great axe, to the chest or hip or wherever. She gets up, uses half her movement speed to get up, survey the battlefield, sees Rokas down, and does something very similar, but she'll use her remaining 5 points of lay on hands on Rokas. Seeing that he's very hurt, hoping there's been enough death saves to be dead, so I'm hoping he pops up as she uses lay on hands.
Uh-oh.
What Lucy notices when she touches
No!
Rokas's shoulder
No.
is nothing.
Oh.
There's no stirring. You've laid on hands unconscious folks before. You pause for a moment. His chest is not rising.
Oh my god.
Is
Wait.
flame-
I'm gonna use inspiration to re-roll that last death save.
Okay.
Mm.
Just so you know, you got a natural 1,
Oh Jesus.
15,
Oh.
and then a 7 was what? The
So
last.
this is
seven.
this is it.
So it is this one. So I don't know. Can I do this?
Can we do
Yeah.
this live?
This is
Can
some
you see?
Brennan. This is some Brennan Lee Mulligan shit right here.
You guys can see it?
Yeah.
Well, not very
Alright.
well, but I can see it.
You have to zoom in a little more.
Oh, hold on. It was rolling. It didn't count.
Okay.
Oh, it's because it's shit. Yeah. I can't. It's blurry.
Can you see it?
18.
Oh,
Something.
16.
oh my gosh.
Hooray! Inspiration.
So you used your inspiration of tanking,
Ooh.
and Rokas takes a deep breath and opens his eyes to be conscious and living
Wow.
with your
I
5
think-
lay on hands.
I
Can I,
think
can I throw in a little flavor here?
I was gonna
Yes,
do the same, but I want to hear yours, Eric.
So I like the idea of Lucy putting her hand on Rokas's chest and getting that sense of like nothing, and feeling like that like feeling. We all kind of felt there for a second, like, oh, he's gone. Like that's it. It's over. And as you like lay your hand on it, you feel that like sense of loss wash over you. But then you feel a little flicker, like something down in like the recesses of like the pit of Rokus's body. And you just like latch onto that and you feel that hope come back into you, and you just force all your divine energy through your palm straight to that one little like iota of just like that flicker of heat still left inside of him. And you're able to just like spark that and just you feel it like resurge back, and like the vitality just like surges back into his body.
Reignite the furnace that is Rokas.
Yeah.
Love it.
Fuck yeah. Chef's kiss.
Ooh.
Let's go.
I can
Well-
only hear you. I can only hear what you were going to say now too, though.
Very similar. Like, for those who have read The Witcher or played the game, there's a scene where one of the main characters goes down and someone is trying to bring them back, and like it doesn't work at first, it doesn't work at second, and then the caster is like pouring all of their life energy into bringing them back and actually like suffering themselves to try and do it. And so, not to spoil the end of that series, how I wanted to play this was like tattoos started to glow, and then very much what you said, like until she found that spark, and then just like eyes go white, and like she looks furious because that's how her power is derived, is like through anger, and she's like screaming until like his heart beats, and
I
then
like
it's just
that.
like a wave down, you know.
I
So
like
the
that,
combination of the two tales are very much just
That's good right there. That's good.
yeah, I love it. Cool fucking moment.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Avoided catastrophe. So Gal, well, remember when you killed two people and
Can I
one of
use
your
my
turns,
inspiration to force a reroll that death save just for funsies?
Yeah.
Lucy? You want to re-roll it right again?
Yeah, just reroll it again just to see.
Let's
Let's
see
just-
how
it
let's
goes.
Hold on. Let me
let's-
get
no,
this.
just
Let it ride.
put it all on black.
Joe, remember when you killed an enemy and a friendly guard in one round?
It happens, you know.
Now you've stabilized or saved two people in one round, so it's
Let's
balanced.
go. Let's go.
But oh no, Cornelius is stable, so never mind. So what's Durathra doing?
She's gonna try again to put out that fire that she's working on.
Oh, wait a minute. When you went
Oh.
unconscious, you lost levitate, so she fell.
She jumped.
She already
down
jumped
already.
off.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay,
jumped
okay.
out.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry. Missed
Okay.
that.
She rolled a 19.
All right, that fire's gone.
Sweet. And so she's gonna just like, she's covered in soot, she's covered in blood, she's singed. She finally puts a fire out, and even though the other fires are going, she kind of just like starts just panting and hands on her knees and starts to look around and see the devastation and sees like Gallerin and stabilizing, kind of that like, not that it would be the same, but kind of like the Saving Private Ryan moment where like it all goes quiet and she's looking around and seeing like all the shit around her, and she just sort of like shakes her head but like grits her teeth in anger. And yeah, she like is gonna get ready to do what she can in the next round, I guess, since that was her turn. Or maybe she yells out, she yells out, Triboar!
So she's calling attention to herself when it's the Giants' turn.
No, she's not.
They
No.
can grow boulders.
So yeah, you see the Giants again. G1 is moving further away. G2 does the same. Gallerin didn't attack at all, right?
He
G2.
stabilized.
His action was to stabilize, yeah.
At all over the past Okay.
Oh,
Gelrin did not ever attack a giant. No.
Durathra shot at it, but never hit it.
I think G2. Um,
I'll say this though,
Walking-
Brad. Gelrin screamed like "fuck giants" a lot. Like if you're seeking a reason why the G2 might have known where Gelrin is, it would not be a secret.
No,
Hopefully
I
they
don't
speak on
think they're not good, right? Like they're not good-hearted, but they're also lawful. And I think they had a mission. They have a mission.
I see.
So I think G2 is walking backwards, like laughing in a deep, fiery, like gargle laugh as he's looking at all the flames around him and people knelt down or dead or dying and just keeps walking backwards. Like almost tossing up a boulder, like in its hand, like a basketball, with its great sword in its other hand, kind of behind G1, just staring at the town and everybody, as we go back up to the top of the round where
Damn.
Pip and Dars can do something if they want.
Yes. Pip is going to, as the Giants are walking away, he's going to cast Hunter's Hex on G1.
Nice.
Just to get a ping on him.
Yep, makes sense.
He's going to go and check out what's going on with this noble over here.
Dad, you don't have to roll. Throat is wide open in a gross way.
I'm going to pat him down.
Okay, roll an investigation.
Mm.
That's a natural one.
You find like, ooh, I think I found something. You pull out a handkerchief and it is full of snot.
Nice.
Oh,
And it gets on your fingers a little bit.
Is it embroidered?
No,
Oh, okay. I'll toss it away.
it's like the non-showy one.
Yeah, okay.
Is it laced with gold?
Dars is just going to rush up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I don't think they're going to do anything else past that. We'll end our turn there.
Okay. Rokas and Argala, anything?
Rokas is just like looking at G2 menacingly and like just kind of remembering his face, like memorizing it. Because he's going to find vengeance when he feels better.
Perfect.
And yeah, Ugala is going to go into this house and try and put some more houses out of fire. Fires out.
Arugula in the next building.
Arugula.
All right, go and do a survival.
15.
Yep, that one goes out. 15.
Hooray.
I'll just say, for the sake of that, all the buildings north of Gelrin are burned down. It's been too long. The only buildings that could be saved are the one that's directly east or to the right of Durathra, and the one Argala's in, and then maybe the one that Gelrin's next to. But Lucy and Gelrin, what are you guys doing?
Well, Gelrin is going to see G2 walking backwards menacingly, throwing the rock up in the air. We're going to roll for it. 10 and above is the angry response. 9 and below is the nice response. Gelrin is going to yell, "That's right, you fucking cowards!
Oh no.
You leave us be!"
All right.
And he's going to hold his battle axe in the air. "And don't come back!"
Perfect. Okay. What does
Uh,
Lucy do?
Lucy is still a bit dazed, but starting to gather her senses. and this is coming out of like her cry casting, lay on hands. Like you can kind of almost see steam coming off of her skin, but not quite, as like the magic and tattoos all kind of fade. And she normalizes a bit and kind of like mad Lucy, right, looks at Pip and Rokas like gathering herself, stands up. I don't know, maybe if it's a perception, but I want to see, can Lucy tell that there are like dead guards all around, and her intention is like a healing mode right now, I think.
Yeah. You can. I'll just tell her right now. You do a perception check.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 9.
You're not sure. The guard right in front of you's head is off. Is gone.
Okay.
The guard to your left, you're not sure. Looks like they're bleeding, but that's all you can see.
So I think, given that it's unclear, she's going to pull out the 5 good berries that she has and offer just a couple up to Rokas, and even kind of mouth it to Pip, like, I have a few of these. May they help us heal. Do you need any? And she'll pop one to bring her from 1 to 2,
Nice.
doubling her hit points.
Yeah.
And
No,
just
you take those, Mad Lucy. I'm okay. I'm
Um,
fine.
and then if no one grabs them, she will pocket them back. But does offer them up. Would she move? Oops, sorry, I'm moving Cornelius.
Word of line.
Don't drag me around.
Sorry,
Work
boss.
of line.
This is not on fire, right?
No.
Urgala put that out.
This one
Okay,
is.
yeah, cool. I don't know that she's quite there yet. Let me roll for it, actually. She is going to head that way. Let's say she gets to about here, so not quite in. I think as her senses are kind of coming back, she knows there's danger here and that she could probably help. But she'll just kind of take the time to get into position and maybe next round hop in.
Perfect. Cornelius and Durathra.
Cornelius is just sleeping, snoring.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yep, nice.
And then as Galrin sort of like yells out Durathra, it kind of like shakes Durathra out of her that moment. And she kind of comes up and just like sharply yells like, Galrin, have not. This town must live on. We shall get them. Stand down. Tend to the fires. And then she's gonna. At this point, are the fires next to her like accessible for her to try and put out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna like seeing the giants. Like she's like, stop goading them on. She's gonna try and put out this fire next to her.
Yep.
Oh, phew. That looked like a 1, but it was a 7. So a 7.
All right. No change.
Okay. That's her turn.
All right. They were gonna keep retreating. So the little dwarf opened his mouth. You hear G2 with a very deep, menacing growl of a laugh. Take that boulder that he was tossing and throw it right at Galrin.
Oh no.
For a 16 to hit.
Yeah, hits. Damn.
$25 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus. Garen goes down.
Oh no.
It's not an instant kill, but Garen goes down.
All right. And at this point, the Giants are at the outskirts of town. We can drop turn order, but with now, was it just one unconscious and one stabilized but unconscious? Everybody tell me what you're going to do next.
I think Rokas is going to help Urgula put the fires out in the house.
All right, go ahead and do survival for
What's
each of you.
What's Lucy doing here?
What's the situation right here in front of you? Is this person dead?
Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's
He's
totally
dead.
dead.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna run in and also help with the fire.
So,
That's what-
first one was a natural 20.
All right, your flame is out, Rokas.
Okay.
Not your
Yeah.
flame, because you're
Oh
not.
no, my
Somebody
flame.
saved him.
Yeah.
And an 18 from Urgula.
All right, so that building is no longer on fire.
Huzzah.
So Lucy, you could, yeah. That building's not on fire anymore. So Pip up, Lucy, Dars, Dorathra,
I think
Orthavir.
then she might actually check in with Pip quick and say, "Are you hurt?"
I'm fine. But what was that boulder that just got thrown at the dwarf?
Oh no, Galrin. And then she'll take off.
Yeah.
So
I'll
let's say
follow.
she moved like 10-ish, maybe feet. She'll probably dash
Yeah,
to
same.
get
I would
as
think
close
if-
as possible.
Also, since we're not really in turn order, if you're trying to get there, I feel like Dorathra would have put the fire out and then like seen that happen after she just told Gelrin to like shut up, and also would have gone over to like try and help like
Yeah, cool,
stabilize him or whatever.
cool. So ton of helping hands.
Right. He rolled a death save just because it probably took that long for you guys to get over there. So now anybody that wants to either try and stabilize or just heal.
Good berry.
This is say, I'm sure one of us will shove a good berry in.
I'll give him a good berry.
Cool.
All right. And then you notice Cornelius is stable but unconscious next to him.
I'll give Cornelius a good berry if you're giving Pip
Okay.
a good berry to
Good berry, home of the good berry.
Galrin. Yeah.
Yes.
How may I take your order?
And is it just one for a good or 1d4?
1 hit point for
one.
each good berry.
1 hit point per good berry, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I think we can. Anything else we want to do before I take back control of all the NPCs?
I've got 2 good berries left. No, well,
Well,
I think Galrin, as he comes conscious, will apologize for speaking that way, but like a very backhanded apology. Like, oh, sorry that happened, but I will not be intimidated by giants.
boulders to the face. Stubborn.
I will say something too. So Dars is going to be like monologuing to himself, like clenching his fists in the corner as the giants walk away. Just like, I told myself, Triboar is my new home. I will never run away. Never! Get out of my town. Waterdeep is gone. It's in the past now. This is our home. Get out.
Dars is going to get a raise, probably.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Just to wrap things up, there are 3 more little fires that maybe should be put out, or attempted to be put out, that are salvageable. If you guys wanted to roll,
That's where Urgula's head is.
yeah.
Pip will
For
help
sure.
using frostbite to like put out flames here.
Oh
and
yeah,
there, too.
yeah. No roll needed for there. Maybe a little damage to the building, just because it's like a. Wait, no, not. Yeah. All right. Orgala, you want to do a quick survival, and then the rest of the frostbite can get the rest of it.
4.
All right. She makes it worse, but then
Wow.
Pip comes in and freezes it.
Teamwork.
Help you with that.
It's
Well,
teamwork.
all the locals keep fanning the flames. I don't understand.
It's like they wanted to burn down for the insurance money. Um, so
Don't
now
your
you
fantasy
all are just
insurance
yourselves again. You see Darathra come up to you and say thank you for helping us defend our town. Not sure what the thing that they got. Can't be good, but better than the whole town destroyed and everybody dead. We need to take stock. And Argala's like, yeah, honey, that was definitely something from some bigger construct. So they're putting something together. I'm not sure what it is. And then everybody come back to the inn. We'll regroup. Take some rest, and I got something to talk to y'all about here in a minute. Once everything's settled.
Pip's gonna ask Lucy for the good berries that she has.
2 left. She'll give them up.
Thank you.
Brad, I don't know
Um,
if you need to know what Darathra's hit points are at or not really at this point.
We're good at this
Okay.
point.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Now, if they come back and attack, that's not good.
Okay.
So tell me what you all kind of want to do in this moment. I think Urgala's moving back to her inn. Orthavir heard her tell you all to go back and regroup if you wanted. Darathra is kind of taking stock of the wounded or dead. I don't know, Eric. You know Dars more than anybody at this point. What do you think Dars is doing?
I think his adrenaline is so high right now that he's just like fuming still and shaking, like almost like a PTSD state.
Got it. Yep. Kind of like pacing around.
I kind of just like he's so in the moment he can't like snap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. So knowing that that's what everyone else is doing, Galrin is also filled with rage, but checking on others with Darathra kind of. So what's your immediate thoughts for you on what
Pip's gonna try and sneak away.
Okay.
Interesting. I think Lucy's gonna try to check on Rokas. I don't know that she noticed Cornelius went down. Well, she did because she gave him a good berry.
No, she ran over there too. Yeah.
She's actually gonna check on Cornelius because that is right there. Rokas is not next to her, I don't believe. So she wants to kind of won over Cornelius quick.
And I guess he as you do that, he since you're the one to give him the good berry, he kind of comes to and he's like, You're alive. Because last time he saw you and Rokas.
Yeah. She's gonna say, by the grace of something, I'm not sure what. It seems there's more for me to do here. And she kind of her eyes kind of just slightly get a little bit more angry, and she says that. Not toward you though, right?
Yeah.
It looks like we live to fight another day, my friend. And she'll kind of help you up and dust you off a bit. Just something that 2 friends would kind of do, I think.
Yeah, and he kind of really puts his arm on her shoulder, hand on her shoulder, and in a reassuring way, but also I need your support to get up way.
Yeah, I love it.
He kind of chuckles as he said that, and he's I guess we need to live to die another day.
You're right, my friend.
And Rokas is just kind of once the fires are out, he's just spent. He's out of juice.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to play anymore. He wants to just sit and not move.
Yeah, Cornelius is down. So he's ready to just do what he doesn't know how much he'll help you'll be able to give, and he's ready to just relax.
So I think given that, Lucy's gonna do a quick perception to see if she notices that Pip had ran off.
Yeah.
15.
You gonna do a stealth or?
Yep. Oh yeah, you don't see him.
Cool.
He gone.
And knowing that, and kind of off the heels of their prior conversation, she's not gonna say like, I'm looking for Pip or anything like that. So can't really there's just no conscious awareness that he has left. So she's gonna say to Cornelius, and probably loud enough for Rokas to hear, hopefully, I think we are better served resting up a bit. What do you say we head back?
Sure.
Uh,
Sure.
The North Shield house.
I
All right. Okay, so you two go there. Rokas, do you follow?
Yep.
All right. So we'll say you guys go back. Pip is somewhere.
Any chance you're affording us a long rest
No.
during the walk? And okay.
the walk takes us so long.
I'll give you a short rest as you get back and as things kind of get settled.
Yeah.
Cool.
Urgala is, shook. She was an adventurer. She's been in combat, but not in her hometown, not for a lot of years. So you can tell she's still pleasant and pretty put together, but she definitely is like, if you were to really look, she's got a little shake to her, maybe. And a little, all right, honey, where's the other one? I got something that I think could help y'all. But I want to talk to y'all at one time. Where's the little one?
So
where is
Time jump.
I guess Pip
Time
didn't
jump.
come. Yeah.
So Pip's whole goal when he snuck away was to try and follow the giants to get an idea of where they're headed.
Damn.
Okay.
Hunter's Hex technically functions like Hunter's Mark does, which means I have an hour to have advantage to track them through my favorite environment of the forest.
Sick.
cool?
I don't know how bold he's going to be, but he wants to get a good idea of where they were headed, how to find them again, like to kind of follow their path in the future is kind of his future goal. If they stop within an hour, then maybe he'll reassess, but that was his general thinking when he took off.
So, sorry, I was reading some just to make sure I knew. Are you're following them based on the magical tracking that you have on them, but keeping your distance?
Yes, I'm not engaging. I just want to I want to tail them as best I can to understand what direction they're headed.
Yep.
If I can find their place they're headed to in an hour, then that's great, but I don't anticipate that being the case.
Yeah, you. Oh, hold on. They don't. We can just fast forward this. It's going to take you a good amount of time. I'm sorry, they're not stopping. I'll say that, yeah, an hour. You're gone for at least an hour. Right? That's your intent, is to follow as much as
He wants to
can.
get as much information as he can and get a good idea about where they're headed. So as long as that takes, he's fine with it. I think once this could get a little tricky because I think technically he could recast it again if he wanted to. Yeah, he could.
But you would have to get within sight.
Yeah, but it's not that far.
Or how
Well,
far?
can he
90
pace them?
feet. I have to be within 90
all-
feet of them to cast Hunter's Hex.
Can he pace them though? I guess would be my question.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Yeah, with the thing carrying something that's 1,000 pounds,
Oh, true.
you can keep up with them.
Sweet.
So I'll just say, and we can revisit this
Mm-hmm.
another time because they're gonna be traveling constantly,
Okay.
like beyond an hour. You get no sense of them slowing down, but you do understand the general direction they're going.
Cool.
You realize that they are now avoiding settlements or places with any type of population, but they are heading a certain way. And given you following them for an hour, you can deduce relatively with fair certainty where they're going, like the direction they're heading.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Brad.
Yeah.
Does he get the feeling like if I cast Hunter's Hex again and go another hour following them, will that give me more certainty, or is that just kind of like overkill at that point?
Well, let me ask Hunter's Mark. Does a creature know when it's being cast on it?
It doesn't say.
It does not say. Got the spell pulled up.
It doesn't say.
Are there verbal components?
There are, but you think like
Yeah.
90 feet away.
small character 90 feet away, speaking like not super loud in the den of a forest. Like I don't think a giant could hear that from 90 feet away.
I'll just say it would not be worth the risk to try and cast it again, knowing what you know after the first
Okay.
hour. I don't think you
That's
would get
perfect. That's
more
perfect.
information
So
than you would the risk that would be if they heard you or found out. You would be dead for sure. So we'll get into more details there, but yeah. So go ahead.
okay. Maybe we should pause and just like not have Pip do this right now because this could complicate things a crazy ton. So we just won't go there. But we'll put a pin in that for now. With
Okay.
where Pip's at.
Do you return after an hour and 2 hours or no?
I don't know.
Okay. So I'll say you're all, wondering where Pip is, not sure if he's going to return. So I guess, what you guys hear is you hear the 12 return on horseback. Durathra kind of engages with them. They say the orcs are defeated, but they're like, holy crap, what happened here?
Yeah.
Durathra, tells them what's up, what happens, and then they kind of tend to the rest of the town. Any dead or wounded, security, they put up a perimeter. Durathra can get up to 300 people, 300 military folks there within a day. So she's already sent out the word.
Cool.
But she returns. She also is seeking you all, knowing where you're at. But before she gets there, Urgala tells you all that, and we're at 12 o'clock. So are we good for like 10, 15 more minutes?
Sure.
I think that's fine.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
think for the record, Pip will come back after Hunter's Hex ends. So he's probably gone for like 2 hours.
Okay, so let's just say you miss a short rest, and you miss what Urgala is going to tell the rest of the group while they're waiting for you.
Perfect.
And you'll return when Durathra basically comes in. So because of the time, I won't fully role play all of this, but I'll let you guys ask questions if you have them, of course. But Urgala comes to you all and tells you that she has, she divulges, as y'all know, she was a adventurer at one point. Her spouse disappeared in the Underdark, and she hasn't adventured since. But one of her companions, Parthos, has something that could greatly aid you if you were to encounter or pursue any giants in the future. He has a giant Slayer greatsword.
Ooh.
Oh,
And if you were to go to Zymorvin Hall in northwest of Silvery Moon, and
Can
tell
you
him.
just text that out to us after this?
Yeah, I'll tell you guys all these.
That's,
I'll
that's
give
where
you
the
guys the
moon
details.
glow. The moon glow clan is from.
Yeah. If you mention her name and your need for the sword, he may be able to. He would be willing to hand it over to you.
Awesome.
So
I
that's what
mean,
Urgala tells you.
Lucy's interested.
Any
Yeah, I
questions
mean,
for her?
Cornelius just looks right at Rokas and Lucy and says, like, I think one of you two need that sword.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, totally. And she takes her great axe and starts like bench pressing in the air. Like, yeah, one of us should definitely wield that. No problem.
And seeing that, Rokas just like has a complete, Mr. Universe moment where he's just like flexing his ass muscles as tight as they can go and turn around.
Blair, I think we should make like a partner move with that. Like we throw it to each other somehow. Like
Yeah.
we should work on that offline.
That'd be fun.
Well, you two, yes, you look both very strong. But definitely, I would head that way. Based on what happened today, I don't think that any of us would survive another encounter, but I know you all would be much more better equipped if you had that great sword. Stand more of a chance.
Brad, did we get all the intel that the orcs are gone in the south?
Yeah, you heard. I mean, seeing 12, it reminds me of like Lord of the Rings when they like there's the band of horseback people that are like riding around and like surrounding.
Yeah.
It's like very noticeable,
back,
like coming through town, like very intimidating. They're very well armed and have spears and all that stuff. So you're like, what the hell's going on over there? And then you see Durathra talking to them and everything. So
cool.
You know what's happening.
Right.
To that point, Durathra does come in to the inn, and about the same time, so does Pip Up. You all see Pip Up after a good hour and a half to 2 hours.
I just look at him and raise my eyebrow, but I don't like say anything since we're in the common room.
I think Lucy just says, "Are we all right?"
More than all right.
And she nods very confidently to Pip and just kind of looks on, like no question in her eye at all about this.
So Durathra walks in, looks at Urgala. Can we have the room, please? And Urgala and the few patrons that were in there leave the room. Durathra leans over on the table that you all are at. She pulls out a platinum badge with the Triboar insignia and not slams it, but places it on the table in front of you all. And says, "You're the most able-bodied people we have. We can defend the town, but the Harpers need to know about how dire this situation is. If you can bring this to," and then it's Danavar's house in Everlund, and bring it to Dral, he should be able to reward you, and just make sure he knows the situation.
Do we know where
Fire giants
Everlund
attack.
is?
What's that?
Do we offhandedly know where Everlund is from here?
It's a couple days travel to the east.
Okay.
On the Eastmore Way. It's actually not too far from Silvery Moon, which is kind of where the other quest was.
Okay, that was what I was trying to figure out too.
Yeah.
Pretty good planning by.
I know whoever did this. So she basically just says the fact that the town was attacked, such a well fortified town was attacked, and something was retrieved from it that they didn't know was there to begin with. This is much worse than she thought, even by the reports that she was getting. from other areas. So she's asking you all basically to travel there, give him this insignia to prove who it's coming from, to inform the Harper network of the situation.
Damn.
So she's asking you to do that. Obviously, you don't have to, but that's what she's asking.
I think we don't have much of a choice.
I agree. I'd like to see this through.
I've seen
Yeah.
enough death at the hand of these giants.
We're not all bad.
Of course, not to you, my friend. And I say that one in giant back to you. So
Love
I need to see more death from you.
that.
There is one other option. I have a good idea on where they're headed.
Oh,
Okay.
It's obviously important to make sure we're rousing our allies and gathering our strength to protect from other advances, but I'm not sure which is more worthwhile at this point.
I'll just say this. You all seem very capable, but much like others in this town, that was 2 giants that I believe felled 2 of you in one swing each.
Hmm.
I don't know if where they're taking that, I imagine, will be a place where there's even more giants. And I don't like the odds, no matter how powerful you are, or 4 against more than 2 giants, even at full strength.
I think our place right now is probably to go and deliver messages and rouse some allies, but even some of the rangers in the town could take their time to explore and see if they could track them down further. Information's powerful at this point, especially if enemies as strong as these are.
And I think she'll pull out a map and pull you aside and ask if you're willing to share, basically, the
Yeah, and I'll
direction and
I'll
distance.
divulge everything as far as I got, as far as like where they were going and what I saw.
This is wonderful. I think sending scouts could be very beneficial to understand where the threat might come from again if they do strike, and
Mhm.
what their plans are.
so Brad, does it seem then, based on this, that they have a pretty strong like messaging or emissary network coming from this town?
I would say yes. I think there's the formal, way that information goes around, which I think is pretty strong based on where they're located. But I also think there's the informal, underground, Harper communication string, which is maybe even stronger.
Well, I would
Especially
just
with
like
Bradford.
to. I would just like to see if we could use their services to keep our good old friends back in
Temple's Landing.
Temple's Landing apprised of what's going on, and if they could send any help towards us, that would be great, or just to prepare themselves, so keep them in the loop. Just wanted to make a point of saying that.
Yeah, I think she'll ask, who would you like to address specifically in Temple's Landing? Who do you trust the most?
Do I even need to say?
Who would be responsible enough with the information, maybe?
Oh, that's a weird way to say it. What do you all think? Should it be our boy?
Not Selthor. Not Selthor.
Not
No.
Selthor? Okay.
He's
I
too
assume
excited.
Pip Up would pipe up
Yeah.
with that.
Pip would pipe up with his pickled peppers and let you know
Right.
that Selthor is not the best person if he's responsible.
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure if it should be Selthor or not.
Good idea.
Is he the person I want to talk to? Absolutely. Is he the most responsible? Far from it.
Right. So then I guess I will tell Asper, Miss Mayor Elmwood, that is.
Okay. So yeah, she'll get word to them and basically say, so ask if that's where you're gonna head to, the House of Everlund, which is what she asked you to do. so she can relay that information to them too.
Yeah. Yeah, because that is that first on the in the direction of the two places.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Is that our move?
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Cool.
So then Orthorvir walks in, and he has something to tell you all.
Oh boy.
Basically, just for again sake of time, he's got a quest for you. He knows of a stash of magic items in a
Oh.
3-story
Ooh.
tower in Silvery Moon. So if you're in Silvery Moon,
Ooh.
he gives you a
Oh.
name of a person to go to, and they have a stash of magic items, which, because he's so grateful for everything you did and kind of helped the town, he wants you. He thinks that those magic items would be most helpful to everybody if you had them.
Cool.
It's not,
Oh,
okay.
it's not Moonglow Tower, is it?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That'd be weird if it was, because that's Raymond's last name.
It would be. I was
Nah.
like, that'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
The Moonglows hate orcs, so
They do.
No,
hate
he gives
orcs.
you the name, but not the actual tower name.
it could
Margister.
be owned by the
Margister
Moonglows.
family. And then Dars comes in.
So much news.
I see now where there's so much weight on these characters surviving.
And basically, he tells you, and we can get into more detail here. I'll give you the information later, but there's a dwarf that's wanted near Xanathar's Keep, traveling south toward Long Saddle. And if you can find, and he is a, he's wanted, and he's got like a nickname. But basically, if you can capture him, you can get 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
Damn.
snap.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's known as. Man, I wrote it down for ease, but I didn't.
The soft hammer.
Anyway, yeah,
Smooth hands, Glendron.
and then Galrin walks in.
There it is.
Here we go.
He has a letter written, and he tells you that this is a letter of appreciation and recommendation. And if you present it
Aw.
to King Morin and Queen Tithmel at Citadel Felbar, you will be rewarded.
Ooh, Citadel Felbar.
What a sweet pea guy he is.
And then Narth died.
Galrin.
Never mind.
What about the two unnamed NPCs that I stabilized?
And then they come in. Thank you so much, sir, for saving us. We have no money, but would you like a hug?
Aw.
I just quickly do a gruff side hug and I'm like, thank you.
Do I smell some quarter dragonborns in the making?
Oh!
You saved me and my husband. We are so grateful. So essentially, you've got some missions. You got some tasks to do. I think you got some much needed rest.
6 weeks of rest to go.
Right. And you also have another level coming up.
Okay.
You're all leveling up.
Let's go.
We're all leveling
Sixth
up,
level.
really?
Losing.
6th level, yeah.
Wow.
And I think the last thing we'll do is Rokas. When you were unconscious,
Which time?
the time where you almost died,
Okay.
you were unresponsive when Lucy tried to heal you. And part of the reason was because your soul was not in your body. All you remember is being floating, feeling a feeling of weightlessness in a completely black space. with you couldn't move any of your body parts. You couldn't close your eyes. You couldn't even know. You don't even know if your eyes were closed or not because it was so dark. But what seemed to float out of the darkness was a 200-foot flame, burning red hair, skin as dark as coal, black eyes like little embers glowing, hair and eyebrows were burning a flame, fire giant, with an enormous flaming iron sword in his hands, and without moving his lips. And again, you look like a speck compared to this entity.
Right.
Not even sure where to look. You just hear this deep, rumbling voice say, "You are not worthy. You are not strong enough. You were my chosen. You get one more chance." And basically, you get this feeling that as you're being sucked back out of this black void, without friends, you would not be returning. You flash and your eyes open,
Damn.
and you were in that scene where Lucy was pouring her heart and soul and magic into you to bring you back to life.
Damn.
And
Wow. Okay.
that is where we can end for now.
Wow.
All right.
So got some things to do. We got some leveling up to do, and think about what you guys want to do next, and we will pick it up whenever we can.
Hey.
Wow, nice work.
Nice.
Nice work, DM. That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was
Good
fun,
job.
man. That was fun.
Mission complete.
Ooh.
The
And
hell
nobody
of a battle.
died. Almost, but not.
Almost.
Barely.
Very close.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
to this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's to this time. This
Yeah.
campaign that we were like, wait, there's something we forgot about.
But wait, there's
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. But wait, what about this? All right.
Until next
Wow.
time. Until we
Till
meet
next
again,
time.
guys.
Yeah.
By YouTube.
Bye.
Bye.